Welcome back. Sorry I got started a little late. But, yeah, we're ready to go. Sorry, I was looking at a few things here. Yeah, so, we're gonna do some 7 Days to Die. Gonna see how things go. We're gonna deanimate some zombies and reanimate ourselves. And with any luck, we'll, make a go of it. I've got this map set up to where things don't things like loot and stuff like that doesn't respawn. So um, we clear a place out. The only way for it to respawn is when I start a mission. So we've got that going on. This is a whole new map that I'm creating. It's one of the larger ones. It's a 10 by 10 instead of the 8 by 8. So it will have hopefully it will have some decent cities and roadways and lots of area to explore, and I hope that it doesn't ruin me because I've never played a map this large. And hey, Celtic lover, thanks for joining. Yeah, I've never played a map this large before, so we'll see how good it's gonna be. I usually play when I do my single players. I usually play with like the 4x4 or 6x6 maps. But yeah, the 10 by 10 I've never done before. So, um, doing the map generation, you're catching me just as I didn't pre-make the map, so we're gonna have to sit here for a little bit. But hey, that gives me a chance to yak at you guys, and you can yak back at me. Gives a chance for people to get in and get on and see what's going on. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, if you've never played 7 Days to Die, it is a zombie apocalyptic game where you are trying to survive. They're they're slowly building a storyline into this game now that it's Alpha 2021, and it's getting there. The traders actually have missions for you now, and there's a basic concept in the works about bandits, uh, which is exciting. Hold on, somebody sent me a message here. All right. So yeah, the idea is you can play this game any way you want. You don't have to play it the way I play it. I like to build a base and work out of that central base, and then set up smaller bases as I expand outward. Um, with this being such a large map, I'll probably have two, maybe three central bases, uh, probably close to the center, so that I don't have to travel miles to get somewhere. Because if I go from the far corner of the map down to the low corner of the map, that's like 10 kilometers. So if I can have something in the middle, it's only 5 kilometers each direction. So there's that. And if I could have maybe like four bases scattered around, I could cut it down to like 3 kilometers in each circle around and about. So I didn't. I figured it would take a while to build the map, and we're still planning highways. And for as long as it's taking, I'm concerned that it's taking that long. That tells me how massive this map is. Because usually on my smaller maps, planning highways only takes about 2.5, 3 minutes. And we're going on about about 3 minutes. So yeah, we might be getting close to done. We'll see. Um, but yeah, we can just sit back and relax. Let's go through the courses here. Their little helpful hints and tips here. see what we can learn. To view an item's stats, first select it in your inventory, the inspection window to show items, including the effect of installed mods. Learn more about each item by selecting its description tab. Learn more about total stats in the extended character stats tips. To access a character menu, press B below your character's name. Select the extended character status tab to see what all your character's total stats, which include perks, buff, equipment, clothing, armor, and weapons. Blade weapons, such as knives and machetes, are best at harvesting meat, hide, and bones from animals and remains. These weapons will cause a bleed buff on every hit, which can be bolstered by investing in the deep cut perk, or by adding things like serrated blade mod and tempered blade mod, things like that. But pickaxes are great for harvesting the various ores such as iron, lead, coal, oil shell, and potassium, which are used in crafting different things. Oh look, we're building the buildings now. It still took about 4 minutes on that one. Axes are excellent at harvesting wood, but are not the weapon of choice for killing zombies. Because the way this game works is you have 3 different hit stats. You have your block hit stat, you have your creature hit stat, and then you have your stamina hit stat. And each weapon has a benefit. Like with this, with it having a block stat, it'll rip through wood very quickly. But when it comes to hitting soft, squishy targets, the damage is about half of what you would get with hitting a block. Where vice versa, you have something like a machete. Its block stat is extraordinarily low. It's not something you want to hit on a lot of blocks, but on soft, squishy targets, it's really, really strong. You can usually dismember or decapitate something pretty well with it. So that's one game mechanic to keep in mind. Oh, I think we're moving. I think we're moving forward here. Steel knuckles are the most devastating brawling weapon and can be also used to harvest meat from animals and remains. I call those the bear claws because they got little spikes and stuff coming out of them. Tell me the game didn't just lock up. Oh wait, I think I hear birds. If I hear birds, that means it's getting ready to drop me into the environment. Aha! See? The wasteland can be an unforgiving place. I found you naked and left for dead with no supplies. It looks like you crossed the Duke in a bad way, and you could use some help. Enclosed is a short guide to help you survive. If you complete it, we just might take in a new citizen. Peace be with you, friend. Noah. So, basic survival guide. This is your active quest. These quest stats are displayed in the objective tracker in the right of your screen. For more information on the quests, access your inventory and navigate to your quest menu, and we'll show how that works. So, up in the upper right there, we have craft a bedroll, gather plant fibers. Oh, look at this, plant fibers. And we hear that little tone, so we go in here. Look, bedroll. And then we can go ahead and scrap this letter down. Just a friendly reminder to pay your debts on time, or there will be consequences. Next time we won't be so nice. Thanks for the gear, but you still owe us. See you soon. Well, we're going to scrap that. Because that's what we do in these dreams. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and quickly place this so we can move on to the next part of our survival, and we're going to pick it up. The next part is grab plant fibers for clothing. And if you look, see the little icons that tells us where certain resources are? And there's a rock. And here's another rock. Alright, stone axe. Craft. Now we build some clothes. Plant fiber pants. Put some pants on. Let's go shirt. And then we wear you, and we wear you. Gather wood to create a club. Let's do this dead tree over here. Looks like it dropped us in a pretty nice town. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to mark this spot as spawn. This is just something I do, so I know exactly where I'm at, which it looks like I'm close to center longitudinally, but I'm down a bit latitudinally. We're up pretty high. So, anyway. We'll come back to that. Alright, club. Which I create and then quickly dispose of because that club is worthless. Well, I guess I can't say it's worthless. It does make a good offensive weapon, but if you don't have really decent stamina, you can die pretty quickly using it. So, ooh, there's a backpack over there. We need to go get that backpack. Right now I'm just gathering wood so that I can start setting myself up to build my wood blocks and a base if I want to build a regular base. But with all the structures we have around here, I might just hold up in one of these houses. So... Wow, it has taken me a long time to chop this down. Hey, Vulcan, how's it going, man? Okay, I think we're done with that. I didn't think that was going to take that long. Alright, we got some feathers. Ooh, we got a bone. I'm going to make a bone knife. I need 2 more bones. Okay. Where is another nest, another nest, another nest? And we need a small stone. See if we can get some honey. Man, is this thing really that wussy? Block damage 22. Man. I don't remember the stone axes taking this long. I just set something weird. That's only doing 5 per strike. That's not even the 22 block damage. Proto cast. Alright, building block. We need to go find a rock. See if I can find my spawn. Why is my spawn marker not showing up? It's right over here. There's a nice rock. Because you're going to need that rock to build the fire pit. Yeah, something's not right. Because I should be getting... I should be getting stone faster. Hold on one second. I think we need to exit this. Something is changed. These have been changed. There. Somehow those got changed. Yeah, this is a whole new map for the streams, so I like to start new maps on the streams. What are you doing down here? Oh, monkey's been moved down. That's a lot better. Got hair in my mouth somehow. Alrighty. That's working better. That's more what I was looking for. There it is. Campfire, campfire, jiggity jig. Alright. Locate the traitor. I think I need to fix this too, because this is just about... And we need to make more of these. Is this the tree I was hammering on? Let's see. Yep. That's better. Alright, there's our target. It's a bunny rabbit. Oh, jeez. Okay, so we can use this to get our... Now we can make our bone knife. We'll put this down here. We'll put this here. Okay. Oh. Gotta get our bacon and eggs. See if we can get some honey. My friends swear I should be able to get honey out of these things, but I never, ever get honey out of them. Unless I've read the Wasteland Survival book. Pick up these rocks.
Is your face cam on?
Nope.
Okay.
Why?
Good night.
Good night. Probably wondering why I'm getting more stone. Because I need to make a shovel. So that when I come across crates, I can harvest the materials that are in the crates. So that will give me like cement and cobble. And those are additional building materials that I can use. Hey! How'd that work out for you? Is that all glitchy on your side? It looks like it's laggy on your side. Hold on. Just bear with me here, guys. That fixed it. Okay. There's a car. See what delicious things we have in this. This is a nice city. We've got the big apartment complex too. That's super awesome. Ha ha! Come on, get up. He should have stayed down. Cool my paws off. Jump the fence. What the? Oh, jeez! Where'd that dog come from? Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's right. Dog's gonna drown. I'm gonna probably drown. I don't see my oxygen stats, so I think I'm okay. How'd that work out for you? Deanimate! Deanimation makes it happen. Oh, this is a rat. Rat's a jerk. Ooh. See that little villa house there? I've set up in that before. It's got a lot of good defensive points in it. Now, traders, you can't destroy anything in the trader. You can loot some things, but you can't destroy it. Like if I were to try and harvest like the grass here, see, can't destroy it. Which means I can't break any of these down. I can't break these open. That kind of sucks. But traders are a whole lot of fun. They're kind of your lifeblood early game. Ooh, hey, that's a dead forge. Maybe we can get a book. We do get 2 books. And here, no book in the workbench. Bummer. See, I wish I could harvest that corn, because that corn's really good right now. He doesn't have anything in these silos, does he? No way to get into those silos. Here's another workbench. 2 more workbench books. Destroyed, and see, I can't even, like, if I wanted to harvest these, I can't harvest those either. Oh, can I? Huh. It gave me some clay. Or whatever. Maybe I got the clay in the cement mixer and didn't notice. Food. No food. Alright, Rhett. Let's see how rude you could be. Nothing to loot on these shelves. Can't loot those shelves. Can't loot this. That's right. Do the math. 'Cause I gotta be a jerk. takes us out there.
You'd best keep clear of me.
See what I say when I say he's a jerk? Do you have any jobs? Tier 1
Hey,
fetch.
jerk, you need some work or what? Can't say I'm not surprised. Good luck, kid.
We don't want to sell that, but we want to sell this. Because we don't need that right now. We could probably go ahead and sell... Well, we don't want to sell 2 grills, but we could probably sell one of our grills. Really not much else to sell. Guess we could sell the sewing kits right now. We don't quite need those yet. I just got to be careful about what we sell because, like I said, things won't respawn. So our only chance is to get what we have and collect like mad. So I think we're good there. He doesn't have much I'm interested in right now.
Wouldn't want to get hurt.
Ooh, 6 on that already. Do collector. We can now do da da da. Let's see where we can. Let's see what house we can set up in. We need to lay our backpack down so if we die, or our sleeping bag down so if we die. Ooh, we could set up in the passing gas. You know, I set up in the passing gas a lot. I think I'm gonna set up somewhere else. Find someplace new. I need to turn that motion blur off. That is driving me nuts. Thank you. I just that just gives that resemblance of. Oh, right on. How do they sound? How do the Bluetooth earphones sound? Where are we at in this town? What is that right there? Oh, that's this little shed here, isn't it? Excuse me. See, so like here, I can get stone out of that. Because I can harvest it with... I could probably also harvest it with my axe. Get the same thing. Ooh, hey. That means this house has a bunker in it. Which means we don't want to set up in there. Because that could be complex. What's this big mound over here? I don't know, but there's a zombie. Let's see. That looks like a farmhouse there. Harvest these bones. Gives us good animal fat, which is good for making recipes. Backpack. Backpack, backpack. Ooh, hey! Okay, I gotta put this on, and I gotta put nerdy glasses on. Okay. That gives us some perks. Chicken. Got feathers. Come here, chicken. You're gonna run me straight to that zombie, aren't you? You're gonna run me straight to the zombie. There. You had a chance to fire this game up yet and test it out, or are you just watching me to get the idea? Ooh, the vet clinic might be a good place to set up. And I'm out of stamina, which is very, very bad when you're fighting with stamina-based weapons. Oh, I gotta remember to be hitting these mailboxes too. Because these mailboxes will have books and magazines in them. She's gonna come after me, after me. She's gonna come after me. Ooh, there's potatoes in this field. Oh, ho! She ducked down right in the... she's a tricksy little hobbit. And she's dead. Those are aloe there, too. We can aloe ourselves out. Maybe we'll set up right here in this house. I like this house. It's a level 2 house. The goldsmith residence. So those little skulls and crossbones, that tells you the difficulty you're going to face in places. So pay attention to that. I need to come in here. And I need to turn, actually I need to go in here and turn this off. Got a feeling something's going to drop down on me. It's hard to be quiet when I'm hammering away. Hammering away. Come on, give me some loot. That's better. Alright, we got mod items, traders, quest, encumbrance, farming, power attack. I'll let you guys read these on your own time. I'll be sitting here for hours reading these if I read them all. But these are very helpful. They give you the key points as to what everything does. It is your log, it is your library. Learn it, read it, understand it. I have read the Automatic Weapon Handbook. And I have read Wasteland Treasure. Which one? Harvest brass from doors. Sweet. That means I can go up to things like this and go, and I get brass. Problem is, it makes a lot of noise and attracts people like this. But see, we have a doorway. Choke point. Gotta keep them in the choke point. And that is how I survive with just a knife in the apocalypse. Always remember to collect your fabrics. Fabric is very, very wanted. And remember, I'm playing this game to where things do not respawn. So the only time things will respawn for me is if a quest happens in a structure and I start the quest. Otherwise, what I'm taking out of these places is it. It will not come back. This is a new adventure for me because I usually play with loot respawning back on so I can go into POIs every 5 days and re-loot the crap out of them. But I like the challenge. Makes my experience a little more realistic because who's the idiot walking around restocking this place? Like, oh my gosh, somebody took all the stuff out of this building again? Nobody's doing that. Nobody's got time for that. There's someone in that cabinet. They got me. They drew me in. Ow. Alright, we gotta do some inventory management here. Well, I am hungry, so we can eat some of our ravioli. And I could probably eat some of our chiles. And we could probably have some of our waters. Because I need that lead. Don't know why I need that lead, I just need the lead. We're going to be setting up in this place anyway. Can't believe they drew me in. That time I was just trying to open it all up so I knew where things were at. Oh, and I sprained my leg. That's going to slow me down. See, I told you there was a guy in there. Hey. There, now we got a big hole in the floor. Which gives us an advantage. Because if we make this our house, we now have a place for them to fall down. And if I put blades in the bottom of this place, they just fall into a big old grinder. Grind, 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 grind. Got no time for sitting around the siege tank. What is your preference in monitors? You know, I usually look for monitors that have some of the darkest dynamic bias that I can get. So it usually needs to be like 8,000 on the contrast level or darker. But from that point on, it's pretty much whatever's cheapest. I generally lean towards like the Samsungs and the Asus line of monitors, but it's I've pretty much had them all. I've had BenQs, I've had the Acers, I've had. Ooh, hey. I'm a Trumps. Ah, good. There's another one. Up. I'm in trouble. It's fighting with stamina-based weapons. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Fighting with stamina-based weapons. And that's why we don't fight with stamina-based weapons. Yeah, I mean, I've had them all. You know, what I run right now is a Samsung 32-inch widescreen, and the other one I have is an MSI 24-inch. That Acer 27. Yeah, no, those are pretty good too. Yeah, I've been hearing that. Some people just they don't like Samsung, but you know, I got it for a really good deal, so I'm not very brand. Really, the only time I'm brand specific is with my vehicles. So have some clothes. You don't have clothes, you dirtbag. Well, you know, I think I could lay my bed down right here. What? What do you mean? Tit. Why can't I place it on that? Dirtbag. I need to find the center of this house. Center of the house. I don't know where the center of the house is. Probably right here. So what I am placing is called a land claim block. It is designed to allow me to pick things up. See, if I go and I press this button here, and we look outside, we can see, well, this isn't a very good example. See if I can get up on the attic in here, because there was a way to get up in the attic. My plan is to level this whole thing off and put my garden up here. But we're not to that stage yet. What was I talking about? I was talking about something now. I totally forgot. You know, and I haven't had this problem. The Samsung monitor I've had for about 4.5, 5 years. The Samsung TV I had lasted for almost 15 years. Uh, oh, look at that pipe baton. Delish. Of course, another stamina-based weapon. Um, yeah. So, but I mean, like I said, I've pretty much used them all. I'm not too partial on certain brands, so wait, I need my shovel back. We're gonna put you in, drop you off, fill this thing up. See, it's getting to be nighttime out there. We're gonna drop you guys off. I probably ought to grab that wood and make more arrows because I've got 84. Did I picked that stone up and I put it back in here, didn't I? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to answer your question, but at the same time, yeah, the Acers are pretty decent as well. I've had a number of Acers. In fact, the one I have over here on my test bench is an Acer that my dad had for years. So that one's still kicking. Oh look, I found my poise. Ooh, lockpicks. Anyway, what I was going to show you, if we look out here, see those green bars? That's the area that this thing covers. So anything within that area is what I can pick up here at my house. So I gotta finish looting this place. We got some people downstairs who, I guess they're my neighbors, who have come to say hello. So I gotta go down and talk to them and let them know I'm not a friendly person and to stay off my lawn. Because I bet they're not treating my lawn very well. Oh, yeah, see, this guy here, he's trying to break my door. Because, you know, rude neighbor. What a jerk. Yeah, we definitely be happy to talk about it more tomorrow. The game's got me a little distracted right now. I'm sorry, man. We can also chat a little bit after. It's not a problem. So, I really get involved in. This is one of my top games. Um, I just really like this game. I used to really like first person shooters, and then no, I used to really like. I distract myself. It's nobody distracts me. I distract myself. I used to play first person shooters all the time, and would spend hours playing them. And then as the whole online thing got more and more, it was just people became bigger jerks, and I didn't like being around the people, and I kind of lost my love for first person shooters. But the more that I got into 7 Days to Die, the more I'm sitting there going, maybe I could get back into first person shooters. But yeah, that wasn't the case. I still disliked first person shooters. But the method of this game with my network friends was really awesome. We get a kick out of it. And, the thing I like most about this is just. Oh, why did I repair that? Thing I like most about it is the whole building aspect. You guys know me and builders. I love being able to build something and improve on it and harden it. And that's what I get a kick out of with this game. It's just that aspect. And I might end up reinforcing this area here so that I can utilize this pit somehow. But we'll come up with that idea here in a little bit. We're still on day one. Still have a lot of cleaning up to do. Oh, the kitty cat got that TV. I say that because it fell over. You're in my house. Go away. This is my house now. Gotta let the light in. Keeps the zombies out. We cleared that out. We cleared that out. We got that. I can harvest this door. Okay. We harvest this door. Let's grab this door. Did I go? I didn't go into this room. Have some clothes. Yay! Wife beater. Okay, where? Scrap. That was probably not good of me to say, calling these shirts a wife beater. But, I've watched a lot of cops, and it seemed like all of the people who beat their wives wore shirts like this. So, that's why it's called a wife beater. But, that's just, I guess I'm just not a nice person. Oh, I want those. put you guys back. I've got my arrows, which means I should actually start using my bow now. And right now, I'm just dumping things. I'm not really organizing. I'll come back and organize in a bit. I need to get a campfire going. I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to build this up here or if I want to build on that floor there. Decisions. I've got the bed down there. I should probably see how that's giving me clay, sand, and cobble. That's what I was getting at with the shovel. I probably ought to leave this the way it is for now. Because I'm going to tear the roof off this and put the garden up here. So maybe I'll just keep this floor the way it is and just drop the level of the house down. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. It makes more sense that way. We can go ahead and get rid of you guys. And this. Gotta decide about this though. I could keep it, but what? I'll get rid of it. Right now I'm keeping these crates because they have all my stuff in them. We're gonna cut this out. Cut this out. We're gonna come across here. Gain access to the roof. Yeah, see, that's probably a wise idea to take this thing down a level. Oh no. Because I can bring that roof line up a level. Man, there's zombies all over the place out here, isn't there? That's not good. I need to get building, because building really brings in the experience points. Cutting things down doesn't bring in experience much. It also doesn't help that I'm, like, completely dead on my stamina here either. See what I can... Probably because I'm a little hungry. Let's build a campfire. And I don't have enough stone. Okay. It's gonna make it dark. Grab my grill. I don't have a cooking pot yet, which is Kind of surprising because I usually get a cooking pot before I get a grill. Okay. Looks like I can make boiled eggs, which I can't because I don't have a pot. Baked potato, which I can't because I don't have a pot. Cornbread and charred meat, which kind of surprised charred meat when I have the cooking grill, but whatevs. Okay, we can put this mod on our shovel. Grave digger. That'll cause me to cut through things faster dirt-wise. We're gonna go here. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna go here. See, I knew it. Don't know why I've got chairs. Maybe because I like bears. We're gonna put you right. No. That just looks stupid. There. It gives us enough light this way. Well, we'll see how it turns out. Because I'm thinking with what I'm doing here, I might end up caving this roof in and taking those things out and destroying them, which would be bad, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It may not go that way. And my leg is healed, so I don't have to worry about that again. But I'm still running out of stamina. Those guys are too far away. I know, I want to cook something, but I can't. You know, if I do this, it shouldn't matter much. Why can't I jump up there? I may have to make some charred meat. See, the idea is to cut sections out so that the majority of the structure falls and I don't have to do as much slicing and dicing. The problem is it's probably going to take this out, and it's probably going to take this out. But I could pack this up and put it in here, because with how this is cutting out, nothing's going to fall down on this. So let's go ahead and pick this up. And let's put it in here. I'm not gonna be able to. Well, I'll be able to finish it in one night, but I'm gonna be exhausted in the process. There's a deer down there. Really? I think I'm shooting over it. Well, I saw where that one hit. Snake! Never bring a snake to a knife fight. That's what I learned. Wasted enough arrows trying to shoot this thing. Oh, sure. Why don't you just come over here? You've been slowly working your way over here anyway. How'd that work out for you? That hurt, doesn't it? Gotta remember how I got up here. There we go. There's that. Get there to that and put this wood away. Let's look. Have I even advanced into the next level of axe yet? No, I have not. Well, I do have... Adds a chance to salvage food in dumpsters. Let's play the part of the hobo. Passion to tinker and walk everywhere has led you on the path of the bicycle mechanic. Craft wheels and bicycle parts 33% cheaper. Repair kits for 10% more effective on vehicles. I really think I need to go into deep cuts, archery, gunslinger, and parkour! But we still have 3 left to play with, so let's actually go into miners. No, sorry. Pack mule, because that'll give me an extra slot. Oh no, it gives me 3 more items without being over encumbered. Maybe I should do Master Chef. Cook 40% faster, use 20% less of a recipe's main ingredient. Lucky looter. We need that. You've got a slim chance to find better loot. Adds 5% to a loot bonus for containers that you open personally. Looting is 10% faster. Got it. Alright, we're gonna call that good there. I really need to. I'm really hungry. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Those cats have a good thing going for them. That's pretty delicious food. Okay. Got my hunger to go away. I probably ought to drink some of this too. Oh, I've got to go find a cooking pot. That's going to impact my health. Ah, great. Okay. May as well just go for gold now. I'm all bloated and feeling uneasy. It's got Mr. Poopy Pants. Poopy, Poopy Pants. I don't have, because I need a cooking pot to make the goldenrod tea. Sorry, I was just sitting there thinking about, if you've never watched me play this game before, you don't understand my hesitation sometimes when I do things. But yes, I hesitate because it's what I do. Really? You stayed there? That was nice of you. Out of stamina. See how those fell? That's what the rest of this is going to do. When I get to that stage. I need to start building because that's going to level me up faster than sitting here chopping wood. And this needs to be repaired. Whew! I pressed back instead of forward. Ah! You don't know how irritating that is. You really have no idea how irritating that is. Rocks. That's what I came here for. Gotta keep my audience riveted. And building a house is the way I don't do that. Out of stamina again. You know, the worst part is going to be this, because this is going to hold this thing together. Wish I had a hammer or something. Tear through this. I should probably, now that it's daytime, and, you know, I have dysentery and my belly hurts and I'm genuinely not feeling well all the way around. I should probably go ahead and do my fetch that I have over here at this rally point so that I can thoroughly die and, you know, make sure that I'm in even worse shape than I am in now. So, well, let's go do that, because that sounds like the perfect thing to do when you're not in the best of shape and you got to go do a quest. So, and I'm gonna run to make sure that my sprained leg continues to be sprained, and I've exhausted all of my stamina, so that yeah. Come here, chicken. Sad thing is I haven't cleaned this place out yet. I guess what I really just need to do is go for the end loot to start with. But there's going to be so many nice things here. I don't really want to give them up. I want to be able to collect what's all here. There's a police car. There's not much here. Nothing in that tin can. My leg hurts. And I just keep pushing on. Because I'm an idiot. And I don't care about my song. There's nobody. Oh, see, there's somebody there. I warned you. Corn. And I'm hungry yet again. Hi. Oh yeah, I can't. I can shoot my bow through there, but I can't stab her. That's it. Yeah, I'm getting tired of you using that kind of language on me. You come over and make noise like that, and then, you know. I need to fix my bone knife. Still got 9 minutes on that leg. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm running with it. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to thoroughly clear this place out, run home, dump everything, come back, clear this place out a second time, because we've got tons of brass here in these doors. Look, a trap. Ow! I wanted to give you a hug too, but not that way. Ooh. This floor is not very stable. Harvest this because we need the fabric. The other reason is, if I do happen to die while doing this initial clear out, it will instantly teleport me back to my bed where I can offload all this stuff and then come back and finish the job. He's got a helmet on. Hey! My gosh, he's got some serious hit points. Miso soup? Ooh, better shovel. Ravioli. Since we already have the dysentery. Can't give it to it twice! Well, I mean, I can, but drinking 2 of those and it can't, it can only take me up so much in a set time, so if I drink them both real quick, it will only give it to me the one time. Oh, that was close. He was about ready to hit me, and I was all out of stamina. Give me a gun. I think that floor's safe. Ooh, new bone knife. Thank you. We got these. Ooh. Level 3 on the guns. Pipe pistol quality 2. Guess I could build a pipe pistol. Well, there's my leg again. Alright, we'll clean this house out. I think we did everything, right? I don't think we missed anything. I got this, There's no attic up there, okay. We got this room. That's all cleared out, okay. We got all the doorknobs. We got all this. All this is good. I really don't think there's anything on the roof of this place. Alright, my house is over here. Gotta run clear back there. Drop the stuff off and run clear back. Semi-truck. Yes, I know. Yeah, their heads kind of pop, right? It's a level 3 shovel. Ooh, everything's coming up Millhouse. I just got myself a level 2. Now I can get a level 3? What? Come on. Modify, put that there. Complete. We'll scrap this one down. We'll repair you. Put you down here. Oh my gosh, look at how everything's going for me right now. All I need now is a cooking pot, and the journey to the dark side will be complete. Man, my house really way over here? I didn't think it was that far away. I've literally wasted an hour just cutting the roof off this place. I'm sure it was riveting for everybody watching. I've set up in that place before. I'm dealing with a sprained leg, and it's not gonna heal if I keep running. Nice. Look at how much of that stuff flopped over here. Ooh, I could make some iron arrows, couldn't I? Because I've got 14 feathers, and I've got 10 iron arrow tips. Iron arrow. Let's jump down again so we make sure our leg is good and sprained. Ah, there we go. I mean, you know, you can't fight it. You just gotta roll with the punches here, guys. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, clearly dysentery is not going to matter, right? If I eat goldenrod flower, it won't let me eat it. Okay. That's a bummer. One would think you could eat goldenrod flower. Gotta do a little bit of shopping. Nothing but trash. This says honey, but there's never any honey. I was gonna say, it's gonna probably make a liar out of me because that was a medical thing. That's 9. One more and I can make... Oh, boiled meat and yucca juice. Because that's what every boy dreams of. Boiled meat. I already get this mailbox. I did not. How did I miss this mailbox? Food. The only fast food these days comes in a can. This tip will help you scrounge up a bit more. Find more food in loot. Don't mind if I do. Did I get this one? I did not. I'm missing mailboxes left and right. What's wrong with me? I didn't even see what that one does. Let's look in here. Let's look in here. Needle and thread. Craft leather dusters. Ah, sweet. Ah! No! I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm bleeding. I'm gonna die. Done in by the piggy. Spawn on my bed. Well, good news is I no longer have dysentery and my leg's no longer broke and I'm no longer starving. So, I mean, that was some benefit to that. I don't know where I was at on the level up scale, but let's go see if we can find a dead piggy over here. I think I can hear it squealing. Oh, there he is. There he is again. I don't have a bandage. Hopefully I don't bleed out. That would royally suck. Hi! How are you?
I'm good.
That piggy returned back to his cage. I know, you found her.
Yes.
Why? What'd he do?
Just every time there was a jam, I would end up throwing some missiles, right?
Right.
It's a jam, and it's several thousand, it's 20 boxes right in front of me that I have to take care of. And inevitably, there's going to be a box going that doesn't go there, right? Every single box that he saw that was a missort, he'd be like, "Stop throwing missorts!" And my headphones had been left in the car.
So they weren't charged.
So they weren't charged, and he didn't have anything to block him out with. And it was,
Did you look at him and say, "I've probably been working here longer than you have, you idiot"?
nah, he was one of the ones who trained me.
Oh.
The thing is, I was too. I didn't want to deal with him in the first place.
Of course not. So how'd it go?
Other than that, it was great. It was slow except for the couple jams where he would just be a little twit the entire time.
Jam. Well.
Yeah, no, every time there would be a jam. Hey, Miss Woods, stop throwing Miss Swords. You know, do you even know how to sort? Like, I get it. There's more Miss Swords than usual, but it's a jam, man.
And the missorts weren't necessarily your fault anyway.
And I'm up here alone as well. Like,
Right? Did you say, "Why don't you come up here and do it"?
nah.
That would have shut him up. Because the whole reason he's not up there is because you're better than him. So,
I just didn't want to fight with him.
I know.
Because
Oh.
that would have just degraded into stop throwing Miss Swords. Stop hitting him. Eventually, the supervisor came up and said, "So he's saying there's a problem. What's the problem?" And I'm just like, this is the problem. He's making it worse."
There are jams, and he keeps making it worse by saying, "Don't send missorts." I'm not sending anything because it's jammed.
Exactly. He yells. I hear him yelling about the stupid missorts again. I'm gonna be going down there to slice his throat open. I don't know.
Now, let's not have violence in the workplace. That's what unions are for.
I phrased it differently. I know that.
I know.
I just didn't.
Go
I pretty
file.
much just looked at him and said, "I don't want to deal with him. If I deal with him, there's gonna be violence." And she was like, "Yeah, I get that.
Go file a grievance.
Yeah."
That'll make him shut up.
Anyway.
So.
But aside from that, it was good.
Good. I don't remember. I don't, I think we forgot about you tonight, but maybe you could go ask Mom if you could have some of her Little Richards. Okay.
I'm used to people eating without me.
What?
Huh? You gotta speak up, Mom.
I.
You just grab both of those. Nah.
It's too late. They're closed. You can't go up there. That's the sad part.
I don't mind.
Yeah. We've got stuff. Mom went shopping today, so we should have stuff in there. Um.
I'm not too pressed.
Okay, I'm gonna finish my stream. I got like 20 minutes left.
I'm gonna go with food.
All right, I think we're ready to start.
I just came in here because Polly was getting mad.
But Polly was saying hi to you,
I know.
cause she loves you and she misses you.
Maybe this is a treat or something.
She might need a treat. You know what? She may need to go outside too. If you want to try and run her outside.
Minor
Minor inconvenience with your cell phone?
Yes, for some reason it's not connecting
When you say the net, so it's you're not
My data.
so you're not getting phone service.
The thing is, I can get and send and receive texts and calls perfectly fine. It is just my data that's not connecting.
Well, it says you got LTE sitting there.
Yeah, but it's not saying I'm signed in. And I've tried signing in, but it's not doing anything. And I've tried restarting my phone. Tried restarting it on airplane mode. I've tried restarting it on do not disturb. I've tried turning it off and back on in do not disturb. I've even tried pulling out the SIM card, and it's still not working. Pulling out, cleaning the SIM card, putting it back in.
Okay, then I'm confused because you were just on the wireless a
Yeah,
second
no,
ago.
I'm on the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is fine. It's the data. It's the network.
Okay, again, I'm confused because when I turn this off, it says you have LTE.
Yeah, but it's not connecting. It's saying I'm not signed in. And
That
it's been
I
registering.
I don't know what
I think
that
it's
is
a
because that
problem with the phone itself. And because it's registering on the Patriot site. And it's saying, yeah, you tried to connect to the thing.
well, if Discord comes up, then you're on data.
How? But nothing loads.
What do you mean nothing loads?
I try go to the music. Go to YouTube and try and turn on something. Nothing's loading at all.
What's your data plan?
It's the unlimited.
And
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 and my phone isn't even registering that I'm using data. But the Patriot site is. I've restarted it like 20 times now.
how long you had this phone?
I don't know. 2.5 years?
How many times has it fallen off the gantry there at work?
I
Like five, six? I
Yeah.
mean, a good
No,
12, 13 foot fall?
I probably not, but no, it hasn't fallen off the catwalks. It's fallen down slides.
It's fallen down slides. Okay.
Yeah, no. My thing is, I want to ask you if there's something I can do before I actually just throw in the belt and go get a new one.
Well, you can always hard reset the phone
Yeah.
because you could have an app on there that's causing the problem. So hard resetting it means you're going to lose everything. So you want to do a backup to the cloud, get on the
Yeah.
wireless, do the
Yeah.
backup to the cloud, make sure all your settings, and then.
Backed up all my photos recently, anyways, because my storage was overflow.
But you could always go get a nifty Motorola like I have and get, 256 gigs worth of storage instead of what, 16 gigs or whatever this is.
Probably. Yeah. I'm just trying to see what my options are before I try and get a new one.
I just power cycled it. Let's see if it works better. My IT life never ends, even when I'm home trying to
Yeah.
relax.
See, it's saying can't sign into the network again.
Phone restarted. Unlock your phone to get
And I just
notifications.
unlocked it. So I was signing into the network.
What is wireless? See, that's leading me to the Wi-Fi with the sign-in wireless.
That's what comes up every time I click on it. And it doesn't load. It's just a white screen. And it's the thing that connects you to the Verizon or the T-Mobile, right? Or whatever. That's for like smart home stuff.
All right. Mhm.
It's all in that top one in connections, I think. Because I've been screwing around with this for a bit. It's been like this for a couple days now.
Okay. Call them. They may need to send you a new SIM card.
Okay. Because I'm getting calls, I'm getting texts, and like we proved, it's connected to the network. Because Discord came up, but nothing else is coming up.
Which is weird because it shows that you're on the LTE network here. So that was all for October.
So, I was just wondering if you could do anything with it.
The next step that I would do would be a hard reset.
Okay.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, make sure everything's backed up. Do a hard reset. If you still have the problem, call them and see if they may need to issue you a new SIM card. Maybe something's gone wonky with the SIM card.
Okay.
But I mean, as it sits, there's no reason why it shouldn't communicate. So it's either a software related issue or something with the SIM card.
Okay. That's gonna be annoying. Anyway.
Yeah, resetting your phone sucks. Why do you think I waited so long to do it on my phone? I mean, I had to hard reset that thing for a year and a half before I finally actually did it.
You need to start streaming longer.
Start streaming longer. It's an hour and 42 minutes. Yeah, well, I wish I could, but I got work in the morning, so. Alrighty, I better get to it. I want to clear this thing before I close my stream out.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Dad.
Yep. What the? Where did he come from? I need to repair this. I need to repair this. So hi everybody. Yeah, who's counting, right? Troubleshooting never ends when you're the IT guy. I was reading, speaking of the IT guy, I was reading an article the other day that the way people solve problems has shifted. It used to be back in the day that if you personally knew the doctor, you were always asking the doctor for, medical advice, right? The doctor could never get rest. And then mechanics had that problem to where everybody was always asking mechanics about things and they could never get a rest. Well, now, a new study came out that finds that if you're in the IT field, more than 80% of your time is spent solving other people's IT problems, which is the highest number out of, I mean, even mechanics and doctors and everything. It's higher than that because so many people use technology a lot more. I mean, people have a problem with a car, they'll ignore that problem for months. But with their IT, no, they've got to have it fixed that very second. So that's usually medical problems as well. People will ignore that for months before they actually do anything about it. No, people want to fix right now. So IT people, if people know someone who's in IT, they are constantly being bombarded by questions because that's people's lives are surrounded with it, right? They are sought after more than doctors, mechanics, and just about any other profession. Well, and that's the other thing, right? They could go to the internet to get IT advice too, but uh, uh, the whole reason why they can't go on the internet to fix their problem is because they can't get on the internet, right? um, but yeah, I mean, you're right. They can always go onto the internet. I mean, go to YouTube, figure out how to fix your car. Go to WebMD and find out that the cancer is going to kill you in 45 days when you don't really have cancer. It just, it's just those things that people deal with. But there's no middle ground for people in IT, right? And it's not that they don't want to help. It's just sometimes they're too exhausted to help because they've been dealing with it all day, and it's like, I often will say the phrase that technology's been put here to make us miserable, and I will stand by that to the death because it's true. I am still of the impression that technology has been put here to make us miserable. Ah, over the shoulder. Over the shoulder again! Is it just me, or did all those arrows seem to be going to the left? To the left, to the left. So yeah, that's that's my day in a nutshell, guys. I get to work, and for the first 2.5 hours, I had a question about this. I had a question about this. I had a question about this. But at work it's a different situation because I get paid for it there. Not that I don't get paid for it here with my family because it's my family, and I always do things for them. But it just gets exhausting. It really does. Okay, we're out of the man beater. I feel better about myself. Still haven't found any pants. I need to find some pants. Okay, we got that. We got that. Let's go ahead and harvest this. We got those doors. Sorry. I'm ready for bed, guys. I've had a day. My the gal who works back in our warehouse does all the sending and receiving of items there. She sent me a message saying, I have a scanner here that I've had for like 5 years, and nobody's ever been able to get it to scan, and I'm wondering if maybe you could? And I'm like, yeah, what kind of scanner is it? And she tells me, and I'm like, oh, well, that's easy. So I go over there, and within like 5 minutes, I install the drivers, and boom, she's able to scan. And she's like, seriously? It was just a driver's issue? And I said, yeah. She was not happy. Because the prior IT guy, who, mind you, he was a really good IT guy. But he, I guess, for some reason, either didn't want to set up a scanner on her network or at some time decided that she didn't need the scanner on the network, so he never installed the scanner on the network. But for her, she had to go clear over to the logistics office to do any kind of scanning. She could print okay, but she couldn't do any scanning. And the logistic office was a good, like, 3.5, 4 minute walk, right? So she's got to spend 3 to 4 minutes of her time walking over there, another 3 to 4 minutes of her time walking back. And, I mean, that's 8 minutes just traveling there and back. And not to mention the time that she'd have to spend there at the logistics office scanning all the documents in. Now that she's got the scanner there, she can literally just turn in her chair, put the documents in, scan it, and I mean, saving tons of time on her out of her day. She was extraordinarily grateful that I got that scanner working, and she's. I mean, I guess I can't say she was really mad at the other guy. She was just frustrated that it literally took me 5 minutes to do it, and he just never got around to it. I mean, he was busy. It's I am very occupied at my job. Very, very occupied. I usually don't sit down until lunchtime.
Oh, let me guess. You need to buy something.
Oh, let me guess. I got a quest to complete.
Now that
I
you
hate
did the
Rhett.
job, I guess you ain't all that damn bad after all.
Yeah, whatever, Rhett. Suck it up, Buttercup. There's another fetch there. We could do this zombie clear. 92 meters away. To the east.
Listen up, jackass. You want
What?
work? Then show some respect.
What? See,
Let's get one
like I
thing
said,
straight.
Rhett's a jerk.
You're not working with me. You're working.
I really do not like Rhett. I really just do not like Rhett. Rhett is a jerk. He is a total and complete jerk. Well, yeah. She would be. I mean, anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes scanning, right? And the other downside to it is she would then have to have the people in the logistics office email all those scans back to her because they would be on the logistics computer and not her computer, right? And then that way she would have to put it into her folders for backing up, and it just logistically it wasn't very logistic. So, but now she's got a scanner and she's extraordinarily happy, and 15 minutes later, she calls me back and says, my headphones don't work. I walk in and plug them in, and her headphones work. She was so mad. I'm like, well, here, listen. You can listen. And she's like, oh my gosh, they're working. And she did a test phone call, and she was so mad that it did. Because she was in that meeting for a good, like, 15, 20 minutes. And no microphone, no microphone, no microphone. And then here I am, and suddenly the microphone's working. She was not happy. I don't blame her. That wouldn't make me very happy either. Yeah, kind of tweak my taco a little bit, you know. So, well, I picked up the empty truck. All right, I think I'm gonna get back here, and then I'm gonna call it because we've been at this for an hour and 55 minutes. I took a good 10 minutes to help my daughter with her computer problem, and I've wasted time, you know, hacking away at the roof of this place. And yeah, so this is 7 Days to Die. I'm gonna probably play it again tomorrow because I've kind of really wanted to be playing this game, and I thought you guys would enjoy watching me stream it. I know some people have enjoyed it in the past. I'm not saying everybody enjoys it. I know there's some of you who don't enjoy it, but you know, we're streaming here. We're having a good time. We're yakking. We're chatting. We're doing things, right? Ooh. We're going to put that on here for right now. Because that's going to help me break iron. Alright, and we need to open you back up. We need to drop you guys off. Potatoes. Dos potatoes. Now I bet we can rip right through this because we got the bunker buster. Well, no, that's only for stone though, isn't it? Against stone, yeah, so that's not... what I need is iron breaker. That's what I need is the iron breaker mod. Yeah, well, you know. Don't be indispensable if you can't be replaced. You can't get promoted. Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? Is I wouldn't necessarily say I'm indispensable, but you know, I've been doing this IT stuff for a long time. And I sit there and it's like, how do I solve this problem? And then I sit there and think, well, you know, they've got these wonderful tools here. They wouldn't have these wonderful tools if there wasn't a solution to them. So I start digging into those tools and I'm like, oh, look, here's the answer. And then I find the answer for what I'm looking for. Which is a big relief to the guy who has to train me because he wasn't really an IT guy. He was a process guy. And, you know, he does a lot of IT stuff himself on the side, but not to the level that I do it. But he was just kind of thrust into that position and handed a lot of information that he had to consume, you know, 15 years worth of knowledge in 3 days before the guy left. So he was slightly overwhelmed, and he was in it for 6 months, and then they hired me. And he's just like, well, you know, I've really only got 6 months worth of knowledge, so I can't help you too much with a lot of things. But I mean, he's answered a lot of questions that I couldn't find answers to, so he's at least retained something and learned something. So I can't say it's all bad. But I am infected. I didn't realize I was infected. I don't have any honey. But no, really, the prior IT guy, there's not much that he did there that I wouldn't have done. You know, it was nice to know that him and I think along the same lines, which is probably one reason why I can find a lot of the information. Is, I mean, he had it set up the way that I would have had it set up. He was great at documenting things. He was fantastic. He set up a whole wiki and has a lot of the information on the wiki. There was a lot of stuff he never finished, and I have Windows laptop that every 1 to 3 days like clockwork. Yeah, well, and see, that's because you've got that that Linux as a service feature that your IT guys don't understand, right? So they look at you and say, well, you're the Linux guy, you figure it out. Which is kind of a, you know, hack way to deal with that problem, you know. Sitting there saying, well, you know, you're smarter than us, you figure it out. Yeah, a total cop-out, right? It's one of those, we can't be bothered because, you know, whatever. And those are the kind of IT people that really irritate me, because if you don't want to learn something new, you probably ought to get out of the business, because it's always changing. At least that's my 2 bits worth. I may be completely wrong, but I can't speak for your IT guys. I don't know any of them. I just know if they were on my team and I heard them say something like that to somebody, they wouldn't be on my team anymore. And I can kind of tell the not nuance, but the attitude that the previous IT guy had, because everybody that I've helped out so far has said, you know, oh, I really didn't want to disturb you because I know you have so much going on. And my comment to him is, I get paid to fix your problems. Don't ever think you're bothering me. Come and talk to me. Send me a message. Let me know there's a problem. That's what I get paid to do. And they're kind of shocked that I have that attitude. Because I don't think the other guy... Well, I've been told that it was one of the things the other guy really didn't like, is he didn't like... I guess I can't say he didn't like it. It was one of his pet peeves that all the demands kept him from doing the projects that he wanted to do. And I have said flat out, you know, the projects can wait. There's a reason why it's called a project, right? Um, keeping things going is the top priority. And if it's a critical project that keeps things going, yes, I'm going to focus on that. But if we can't move material because someone back there in the warehouse can't send an email, that's a whole higher priority than, you know, moving an active or moving a domain controller over to a VM and getting it active and running. That's just me. So yeah, I think people are learning. I think I need to cut here. I need a better axe. I better just take all the rocks with me. Oh, now come on. I know I had a ton of rocks. What happened to them? There they are. I still didn't repair it. So anyway, yeah, that's the skinny. That's a little bit about my work life. See, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to trust your system admins. I mean, that right there is just shooting yourself in the foot, right? Um, your system admins know the network. They know what's what and who's who and how things are functioning, right? Um, it's like today. I knew we had a Sophos front end. I just didn't know how to get to the Sophos front end. Once I found it, I was able to get in. And I'm like, holy crap, there's a lot of alerts on Sophos. I corrected those alerts, and we got that whole process going. None of them were major. A lot of them were, you know, hey, this system's out of date. You probably ought to update the system. But the whole reason why I had to go into Sophos is because we have licensing coming up, right? We got to get our 2024 licensing squared away. So I had to go in, find out how many licenses we're currently using, how many licenses we have, and go from there. And I discovered there's a lot of machines that claim they're using licenses that aren't, because they are no longer on the network. They have been retired for years. And when I say years, I literally mean years. Some of them haven't been on the network since 2017. And I'm like, well, you know what? We could probably just kind of get rid of them. So I freed up all those licenses. And I'm like, look, we now only have 37 active licenses instead of 72. So we don't need any new licenses. And when my boss saw that, he's like, how do we not need any new licenses this year? We've always needed new licenses. And I said, well, when you've had machines that haven't been on the network since 2017 that are still carrying a Sophos license, I think it's pretty clear what needs to happen. So, yeah, he was pretty jazzed about that. Because he's like, that frees up money in the IT budget. And I said, exactly. Now we can get ourselves another Hyper-V server. Has some memory. Or use this app because it has a shared clipboard because... Yeah. Well, and I don't know why they'd want to take SSH away from you because that's what SSH stands for is secure socket. I don't. Security guys wanting to take SSH away is like security guys saying, you know what, let's just disassemble the firewall. You know, who needs it? Nobody needs a firewall. Let's get rid of that. Yes, I know. It's past 2 hours. I know. It's 2 hours and 8 minutes. I just wanted to try and get this roof down. I just have a feeling it's not going to fall. Oh, yeah, because I haven't knocked this out yet. And here I am standing underneath it, and it's going to come down and crush me. Because that's what it does. Nope, still level 1 stone axe. I went through that whole place and I didn't find a single pot. Interesting. Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes they read something or they went to a convention and heard a horror story about something and they're like, "Oh, we got to shut that down." When in reality the whole reason why it happened on that network is cuz someone was an idiot, right? 9 times out of 10, a lot of the horror stories that they hear are because someone who has absolutely nothing to do with IT clicked on something they shouldn't have, and because it accessed a tool that is used on the network. Suddenly, now we can't use that tool because, you know, Betty Jane, who went to process payroll, clicked on this link here and let in, you know, the ransomware that had us locked down for 4.5 weeks. And, you know, it wasn't Betty Joe that solved the problem. It was the sysadmins and the security team that fixed it. So, using the tool that allowed the problem to happen. Because Betty Joe is an idiot. I mean, that's literally what we're talking about here. Part of it fell down. I like how it's the other side that's falling and not this side. It's because of that iron backbone, isn't it? It's exactly what it is this iron backbone that runs down through here. Because there is just enough space in here. Gotta get rid of you, and we gotta get rid of you. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to have happen. See, now I don't have to do nearly as much hacking and smashing. And see how that came down? That would have crushed my fire pit. Which is why I pulled the fire pit down in the first place. Oh my gosh, my stamina! Because I'm both hungry and tired. Do I have anything to eat? Let's go ahead and pull my fire pit out. And pull my grill out. We're going to set it back up here. I have a screamer already, and it's only day 3. She scream? Oh, I fell too far. Up. How am I cold? Like a pimple. Loot bag. Yes, please. I know I'm hungry. If I take this and I take this, I can do hand grilled meat. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. I don't think I'm able to do bacon and eggs yet, can I? Oh, I can. Well, stop this madness. Oh, I don't have a cooking pot. Oh. Okay, grilled meat it is. Bacon and eggs is so much better. I don't have a cooking pot because I can't do anything without it. We don't need these yet. I can go ahead and sell those. We need to take this. We can sell this. We can probably sell that pipe rifle. Kind of don't want to sell the oil yet. I could take these feathers, and this wood, and make some more arrows. Because that's what we do in this stream, apparently. Yep, 10, -5 on water. Great. You would think grilled corn would be healthier than that. Yep, I'm gonna die of thirst here. I just hammered my water down. I need to make a dew collector. Miso soup. That'll give me some water. Not that it's gonna matter, because I'm gonna die here anyway. What else can we take to the trader to sell? Probably shouldn't have eaten all that food, because I am gonna die if I'm infected unless I can get some antibiotics. You know what? I think we're gonna call it here for the night, guys, because we're starting to get into some intense situations here that we need to refine. I could probably... That's on that floor. I can't remember if this was a raised roof or not. Doesn't look like it was. Oh. Oh yeah, that's this spot here, huh? I remember now. Wouldn't it be completely crazy if there was a cooking pot here? Ooh, armor. Yeah, let's see, we'd have to build this up to do what we want it to do. That's okay. A lot of this area here we're going to clear out for mission critical works anyway. Keep the windows though. I like the windows. Seal this place up for warmth somehow. Oh, I'm all out of wood? Oh, that's easily fixed. See, I told you that was easily fixed. Out of stamina again? May as well just take this whole wall down. And he just keeps playing, folks. He can't figure it out. He just has to keep on playing. Alright, seriously. I've got to stop. This is all stuff that I'm going to sell. Alright, guys. We're going to end it here for tonight. Because, one, I'm tired. Because he is house flipping with zombies. Exactly. And I love my house flipping. Alright, guys. We're going to end it here. Thanks for joining. You got an extra 25 minutes. I'm going to probably do this again tomorrow night. Because I want to. And I think it's fun. And if you think it's fun, stick with me. And I'll talk to all of you later.